Okay, off we go.
So how many generations of Hawtreys have we got here?
Three.
Thank you.
No, wait a minute. One, yes, two, three. Three generations. Yes.
So what does it mean to you to be back here?
As far as I'm concerned, I think it's wonderful to be in the garden. I wish our mother, she would have been tickled.
Was she a gardener?
No, she was definitely Hawtrey, and as I say, twice over because her parents and cousins. Yeah.
She liked gardening.
Oh, she did like gardens, but to have all this, how long has this been open?
Well, the story is this was very unloved for a long period of time.
Yes.
It was crumbling and no one loved it. Young kids used to sit in here just drinking, no one really cared. And just over a number of years now, totally led by volunteers, just people who care, they've just transformed it into this.
And we're very touched.
There's a lot of love actually.
A lot of work needs to be done. I mean, this wall is in a very poor...
No, it's never ending.
If you want to come to Northwood and see our photometers,
It's such a shame that the house was demolished.
No, well, the next project is to try and restore the coach house and the dovecot. We're going to be putting in a bid to the Heritage Lottery Fund to try and... Because at the moment there's a snooker club in there, and we just think actually that's going to waste. So maybe we'll be inviting you back for phase 2.
we would like
to rebuild the old house.
We should put this in our wills, shouldn't we? Put something in our wills.
Absolutely.
We would like to think that the dovecot might become the Hawtrey Learning Centre, which is appropriate because we are descended from a younger son, so our forebears only lived here for 100 years. But the younger son went on to, his family went on to teach at Eton, and they were very closely connected with Eton College and with learning.
Certainly was. I think I was taught by Hawtrey there. So,
I'm sure
Hawtrey is a very, very, very big Eton.
It's a very well, the
name
provost,
Hawtrey is absolutely
the provost is married, is buried in the chapel, and there's a Hawtrey house.
Well, it's very nice that these events have just rebuilt a connection between the family and the place, isn't it?
And of course, Louisa has actually written a play about Lady Banks. And Lady Banks, you may have heard of, because she defended Porth Castle and her memorial is in Ruislip. But James Dean is a more recent, he's got a more recent connection with the occupants.
Right. Yes, the management plan, which I read on the internet, is a very, very good and full account of what goes on here. It's absolutely fantastic to see it, and quite often the name Hawtrey Dean is synonymous now from my side of the family, and indeed on the Dean side as a surname they're using Hawtrey as a second or third name. So there is very much an interconnection here.
And many members of the family, even the Hawtrey Deans, were called Rafe. Not R-A-L-P-H, Ralph. The man's taking a video. That's a very Hawtrey name.
Good. Well, I've seen the family tree, which is amazing. Amazing.
Done by our daughter here.
Oh yes,
this has started something, isn't it?
She is. I'm very proud of her because she's my niece, but she really is the next generation of genealogists.
Good. Well, many congratulations. Very nice to meet you.
Very nice.
And you too. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your pleasure.
Do tell Edward Timson.
I will. Fix your garden, Edward, I would say.
I'm Jane Hammond. My mother was Nancy Hawtrey, and this is my sister Faith and my brother Nicholas. And in the family tree we are descended from Edward Hawtrey, who was a younger son, and his descendants included John Hawtrey, whose 2 sons we are descended from. His 2 sons were Montague Hawtrey and John William Hawtrey. And John William Hawtrey was a housemaster at Eton, founded a prep school called Eton, and his name lives on, called Hawtrey's, and his name lives on in Hawtrey House at Eton.
Yes. And of course, because our grandmother and grandfather were first cousins once removed, you see.
Yes.
That's how I explain.
I did. I was descended from both the brothers. Yeah. But James, I think you ought to explain where you come.
I'm trying to think where I come in on this. Many years ago, the Deans and Hawtreys basically married, and the name, as far as my family tree goes back, has been synonymous with Hawtrey since about 1750-ish, something like that.
Well, he is actually descended from Rafe Hawtrey and Barbara de Grey, as I think we are too. But he was an elder son. And so I think your forebear was Philadelphia Hawtrey.
Was Philadelphia
who
Hawtrey,
married
yeah.
George Blagrave,
Yeah.
and their daughter was Philadelphia, and she married somebody called Dean.
Yeah, that's very clever.
And there was
That's
another
right, yes,
Philadelphia.
yes.
There are 3 generations of Philadelphia in the 18th century, which I like.
That's right.
As a Quaker, I'm
Yeah.
very pleased.
So Jane, when was it that our forebear, Edward, he actually lived at our Eastcote house, did he? And when? I want to know
Well,
the
that's
year.
what I'm saying.
Sold in 1938, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, was it?
I've just got to concentrate on
There
when.
was Rafe.
Lady Banks, and Lady Banks's parents were Rafe Hawtrey, who was born in 1570, always known in the family as Rafe with the Ruff because of his portrait. And he had 3 children, at least. One of them was the eldest Hawtrey who inherited. Edward Hawtrey we are descended from, and Mary Hawtrey married Sir John Banks. Mary Hawtrey married Sir John Banks. And she was the one who defended Corfe Castle. So we are descended from that one. Does that answer your question?
Well, I know the line goes back a long way because in my church
Yes.
Yeah.
there are 2 graves.
St.
Which
Martin's.
church?
St. Martin's
Oh, St.
in
Martin's,
Ruislip,
yes.
Is that
on
right?
the corner of Eastcote Road.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, in Ruislip. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And there's also plaques on the wall.
Yes.
Yes.
And down the road, my friend Professor Stone lives on Hawtrey Drive.
Oh, wonderful. I saw that.
But
on
it
the
goes
map.
back much further than that because
yes.
it was a younger son of the then owner of Chequers who married Winifred Wollaston, whose parents were the tenant lords of the manor of King's College, Cambridge. And then Thomas Hawtrey, who was the father, his forebear came here with William the Conqueror from Normandy. And the name derives from Hautreve, meaning high bank. Hawtrey, Hautreve, high bank. But they were also in Normandy before that.
Did you want us to all say
Yeah.
who we
We'd
are?
like
About
to just
Martha
say-
Hawtrey, where does she come
Right.
in?
She's part of the generation of the next ones, I think, with Edward.
He wants to say who we are.
Now we have
Hello, my name is Phyllis Wilmore, and my father is Nicholas, and my mother is Jenny, and this is my aunt Jane, and my aunt Faith, and my cousin Louisa, and I fit into the family like that, basically.
I'm sorry, can I say, my name is Jane Brown. I gave it at Hammond by mistake.
and you've produced this fantastic family tree,
Yes. Yes.
which I can't really show you
She's wonderful.
because it's all closed up now.
Yes.
I've been doing it for the last 6 weeks.
Well, that's pretty good for 6 weeks.
Thank you.
It really is. It's amazing.
She's been
I know
working.
people that have been doing family things which has taken some years.
I think she should go on television, don't
You
she?
should. Who do you think you are?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
That should be done on movie. The trouble
Right,
is so
thank you
much
very
is
much.
known.
Probably
But
one of
really,
the most famous
Yes.
families in Ruislip anyway.
Yes,
The Hawtreys.
yes.
Can I tell you too? I live in Cheshire, Nantwich, and we discovered 2 memorials to Martha Hawtrey, who married Sir John Booth of Dunamassy, and she's, I think, is she a niece of Mary Banks? Anyway, she's connected.
Yes,
on
I
that.
think so, Louisa. Oh, Faith,
Okay.
yeah.
But you know, you never know where you might find them, and I got some lovely photos of this memorial.
And who's that in between?
Oh, this
Katie.
is Katie, our dog.
She's quiet now. but,
Introduce yourself. Yes.
She's been a
Come
bit of a
say-
naughty
Come
dog.
say to the camera guy, come say I'm Otis. He's the youngest.
Listen, I can get his toy if you like.
Do you want your present, Odie?
All right,
Come on.
folks,
Can
thank you
fetch
very much for that.
bag? But there's some other things in there.
This is the most recent occupancy.
I'll just check.
Much later than ours.
Right, okay, and could you squeeze in there? That's it.
Pulled down.
And then if you could come this way a little bit, sort of turn. That's it, good. And then, okay, and
Can you see the dog?
everybody looks this way. Yeah, you see the dog?
Cameraman,
This
look.
way.
Hello, cameraman.
Thank you.
Thank you.